everyone. Happy mid-January to you. Love and light to you as we step right into this new year here, 2018. We're here with the mid-month previews for the energies that will span approximately the 15th to the 31st of the month. Of course, energy is fluid, so they may resonate a little before that interval, a little after. But for those of you who have already purchased the full extended mid-month reading and have any questions about accessing, please email me at alchemyandyou@gmail.com and I'll try to get back to you there as soon as I can. For those of you who'd like to purchase this full extended reading for the mid part of January, you can click on the link in the bio box below, and that should route you to order your signs. Or you could just simply go to alchemyandyou.com, and there should be a banner up there at the top of that page. You can click that and order your signs that way. All right. Specifically, for those of you who've been asking about your North Node placement, okay, in your birth chart, that being sort of like the direction that you're moving in, okay. Specifically as it pertains to matters of life path, soul path, journey, calling, career, and the like. And you've been asking, should I watch my North Node? And you may find that you resonate with that placement, as it speaks to the sort of qualities that may be conducive for you to hone in on, to harness and capitalize on, specifically as it pertains to the overall direction that you're moving in. So if you feel drawn to watch that placement, then feel free. If you don't know your North Node placement, you can calculate that via the link in the bio box below as well. You probably don't need your birth time for it, unless you're born on a cusp. So play around with it and see where you get there. Love and light to you all so much. Thank you for tuning in and for your dear support, and I'll see you soon. Here we go with the previews. Hi there, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your mid-January reading, approximately spanning the 15th to the 31st, split into two readings, the 15th to the 21st approximately, and the 22nd to the 31st approximately. Of course, energy is fluid, so it may permeate a little before the 15th, a little after the 31st, and any sort of interval in between then. Let's get right started with the Aries. We're starting with the 15th to the 21st week. And I'm getting for you, I was meditating on your energy while I was shuffling off camera, I'm getting for you a focus on friendship and clarifying in a very, very serious way, again, what the terms are of and what constitutes friendship. Now, let's see what cards are popping out for you. The Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, okay, the Six of Cups, the Sun, the Two of Cups mirroring the Six of Cups with the Sun in between. There is a focus on partnerships. There's a focus on what partnerships lead to, what is considered a stable partnership with foundations that's rooted, and what is I'm hearing an act of love, and I'm also hearing self-love. Okay, now there's a lot of thinking, perhaps a lot of communication that goes into this. That is, I'm hearing dualized. Okay, dualized. Take it as a sort of duality. Okay, perhaps two individuals talking it out, or sort of parallel, a reflection. Okay, or as well a dual. Okay, a sort of almost combative energy here. The Eight of Cups upright. Start the week out with the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse, mirroring the Eight of Cups upright. The Mother of Swords in reverse. The Mother of Pentacles upright. Two mothers in a row. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, this is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Perfect. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse, overlaying the Hanged Man in reverse, overlaying the Eight of Wands upright. Right, you're seeking change, you're seeking clarity, you're seeking to understand what comes of a certain cycle that perhaps is emotional, but that also perhaps is legal for a number of you, or that deals with values. What is my value? What is your value? How do our values align? There is the feeling of perhaps confusion in a certain way with where we stand. I'm hearing ergonomically, again, this focus on duality, on also parallels, on, I'm hearing couples retreat, I'm hearing couples theme, how it is that we partner up in a way that we feel we can both, I'm hearing, synthesize our values by and which. Again, this Ten of Pentacles coming through. The Ace of Wands in reverse, right next to that. The Mother of Pentacles upright, mirroring the Ten of Pentacles. What and how this process culminates is I'm getting going to be by way of a certain creative direction that you take. That's going to be very obvious, okay? And I'm hearing it like Big Bang, okay? Like I make it very obvious that I take on a new creative direction. This is when things begin to close out the next chapter. It's not just like we're closing out the chapter and then we're moving on and we're going to move on in some kind of way. It's like when I wield this wand, I'm hearing everyone knows it's showtime. And but yet again, there's a little bit of preoccupation here as it pertains to matters that are speaking to, I'm also hearing joint finances, that are speaking to matters of partnership. And this focus on partnership and exactly what is made of this concept, this conceptual framework for you, is taking center focus, okay? Now, I'm getting, though, that whatever it is that you're operating through financially, you feel that you've created some sort of rhythm with that, okay? That you are somewhat also at ease with that. But I'm getting that there is a separation in a certain way between your emotional life and your financial life. And what you're desiring, Aries, is to make sense of what all these, I'm hearing references, all these bits of experience are in such a way that hold value for you, in the way that not only confirms where you stand, okay, my American stakeholder value is this, okay, in terms of what I hold, why does that hold value for me? By way of what it projects in the future for me. My projectile of creativity, of creation, what it is that I recognize as a value in the current state, is a value, not necessarily because it holds value specifically for others, but because it speaks to my transformation of how it is that I value things. And it's the ever-changing landscape of your material world that communicates to you, and I'm hearing for you, what holds meaning for you. And the desire is to feel that you are inspired to the point where you clarify how you want to move through the material financial world in such a way that, I'm hearing, shapes the landscape to move with you. So the desire is to remain in a certain way constant. I'm hearing behaviorally, pattern making. You want there to be a certain sort of regimented order to what it is you're creating and what it is you're participating in. But at the same time, it's like, I want the climate to change. Okay, I want the seasons. Yes, I want there to be seasons where there's 2 weeks of one season and 2 weeks of another, but I want there to be some sort of change within those seasons. I'm hearing dynamism. But you realize that, again, that there is a focus on the direction that you take. I'm hearing lead. I'm hearing lead chapter. Now, you lead in here just around the 15th. Okay, 8 of Cups upright, mirroring the 10 of Pentacles. There is a certain, perhaps, feeling of what do I make of the emotional side of the story that has been culminating in a certain way. Perhaps the recognition that we want to find a certain direction through what has been emotionally dissatisfying. And there could be overlap here between emotions and matters that are related to the third dimension, matters of career, of finances. And yet again, it's placing so much emphasis for you on the creative lead, the creative act, the direction. I'm hearing specifically the direction that you take. But I'm getting this as separate, and it's almost like, every time I'm hearing, I feel like crap. Okay, hopefully not. Always, hopefully not. But not necessarily there is a positive or negative, but it's all how we take it, right? What it is that I experience from time to time serves to remind me of what it is that I hold value and meaning for. specifically as it pertains to my passion for what it is that I want to create. Okay, now, so it's, what I'm getting for you is almost like the experiences that you experience on the periphery, on the outset of your greater vision, your work life, serve to foil and charge and remind you yet again of what is, I'm hearing, a byproduct and what is a central guiding force. And so it's almost like the circumstances that I come across, the circumstances that I have come across, I'm hearing certain paradigms, certain relationships, certain, I'm hearing vision seeking, what it may have been that I was seeking in certain relationships, is not satisfying, okay, perhaps in a certain way, perhaps for a number of you, and in feeling how unsatisfying that may be in a certain way, in feeling how clearly I'm hearing worlds apart I am from where I feel that experience takes me, I recognize that I am to take the lead with what really is going to speak to the world that I create by way of how I perceive what I desire. Okay, so clarification of that desire is a focus, the preparation for change. Let's move into the next week here, Aries, from the 22nd to the 31st, and see what comes through for you as we trail into February.